Okay. If all of us actually have 24 hours now in a day, now how far people actually go in life is determined by how they allocate their time. Do you understand? How far people actually go in life is actually determined by how they allocate their time, what they do with the time. Because now, look at it now. All right, out of 24 hours here, 24 hours. Doctor recommend we use 8 hours to sleep. 8 hours to sleep. Say if you sleep less than 8 hours a day, it does actually affect your distance. You can actually cut it down to 6 hours, though. You understand? And you should be just fine. At least, probably if you don't accomplish something and you don't really have much time and you're trying to meet up the deadline, you can remove 2 hours of your sleeping time, add it there, and then use that to actually boost yourself and actually like accomplish it faster. You get. So if you actually have this amount of time sleeping, that means you only have 16 hours left. Out of these 16 hours, time you're going to spend eating and having your bits, 2 hours, for eating and everything. So out of this thing now, for eating and taking care of yourself, bathing and all of those things. Out of these things now, you're now only having 14 hours of the day. Now, if you spend 8 hours, or let's say 7 hours, let's say you spend 5 hours on TikTok, just looking at people's content, binge it and laughing, 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 then you're helping binge it actually make money, by the way, by doing that. But you're not helping yourself make money. And then you spend 5 hours on TikTok, and then after the 5 hours on TikTok, you're now left with like 9 hours left. And after these 9 hours, now you spend like 3 hours on Instagram. You're going to be left with 6 hours. Then this one now is for the boys. Um, Football. They're always bringing different types of tournaments. Olympic, this one down, down, and everything. Plenty, plenty testing and everything. Let's say you watch one match a day, or so either it's FA Cup or Community Shield. There are different ones. You know, that's like 2 hours again. 1 hour, 30 minutes extra time and everything. That's like 2 hours. So minus 2 hours. But you're left with 4 hours. And let's say you play ball again in the evening with your friends. That's another 2 hours again. You're left with just only 2 hours. Now it's only these 2 hours now that you're now spending to do things. It's only so I spelled hours. Sorry, give me a second, please. Okay. This is actually also playing football. And this is watching football. Okay. Now you're left with 2 hours. Now this remaining 2 hours. Now you now need to join Coach Michael's session. Now, if you keep going like this every single time, keep going like this every single time, this is what your typical day looks like. If you're not actually doing this, then probably you're going to be doing something else. I just think drop 10 pips in profits. Just drop 10 pips in profit too. I even forgot, so I don't even try to move your stop loss to break even on GPA. Sorry. Okay. I entered at 379. You understand? So you see it now. Now, if you're spending time like this here, at the end of the year, you're going to realize that you're not really going to, in fact, you're not going to accomplish anything. Even the first like you're trying to learn, you will not learn it because 2 hours is just too short. It's just too short. Now, this time now that you're spending like this now, there are people who actually spend most of their time working, most of their time working. Like the principles of this world is very simple. All right, it says the number of time you're actually dedicating to something that you consistently dedicating to that thing is going to like, it's directly proportional to an extent to the level of success you're actually going to have. Though there are other factors like connection, there are other factors like luck that can actually come into play rather. There are other factors but like grace, you understand, but in general, as long as you put in sufficient amount of time into something every single day consistently, you're going to have a significant level of success. Yeah, there's a significant level of success, but then you can't put in that amount of time if you don't even have time. Okay, you can't put in that amount of time if you don't even have time. So that's why we have time management, and time management is very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. If you cannot learn how to manage your time effectively, you're not going to have time self to even learn forex, and that is why we need to teach it. Because if you teach you how to manage your time now and you manage time very well, you're actually going to learn first. Now, you need to actually understand now that we don't really have time. We don't really have time. Okay. If you look at it now, like most of us here are very, very young. You understand? Not married. You get, you understand, right? Now, what we do during this phase is actually really going to determine how, when we are 40, how, the type of lifestyle we're going to be living then. Do you understand? So, for example, now, if I spend all my time, partying, on weekends, I'm partying, during the day, I'm doing this one, I'm going to swim, I'm doing, it's fun, I'm enjoying my life. Do you understand? But then there's going to come a particular time when I'm going to have a family, when I'm going to have kids and everything. All right. And I'm not really going to have time. You understand? I'm going to like just be tired, you know, somehow. So the only time I really have right now to like actually achieve what I actually want to achieve. The only time I actually have to take those risks. The only time I actually have to spend like 8 hours in front of my child to train, to learn this one, do everything, learn all the skills I can, apply for this one, apply for that one, practice this one, post on TikTok, dancing, and is now. Is now. And if you're actually in school, it's even better self. You understand? It's now. Because I don't have lots of financial responsibilities. I don't have lots of, you know, things that actually really weighing me down. You get. So if I can actually like work on this time management stuff and I look at myself very well and I can actually create sufficient time for myself. Out of that time now, I can now divide, okay, let's say I spend only 8 hours sleeping and then I spend only 2 hours taking care of myself, skincare and feeding, eating and skincare. That means that's if I'm not actually working the day. That means I have 14 hours left. Now, with these 14 hours now, what I need to do is that probably I'll take out 2 hours for break. You understand? Probably I take out 2 hours for break. I can put that break time at any point in time because, to be very honest, we are human beings. If you're always working and you're not actually taking break, it's really going to take it all on you because you'll be drained out, you'll be stressed, you would not really be feeling it. Because so from time to time, you need to like, but it should actually be part of the things you planned. You understand? It should be part of the things you plan. It should not just be something that you just know. It should be part of your this thing. One thing I like doing and like telling people to do is to actually have a daily routine. Daily routine is I'm going to drop the recording of daily routine after the session. Yeah, you can go through it. Daily routine is basically a routine of the time you spend on how you spend your time every single day, from the time you wake up from 6 to 7, every single time of day, you've like allocated them to certain activities, including your break period, including your break period. When we're actually in school, when we're actually in primary school and everything, the only reason why we're able to learn 14 courses, 14 subjects at once was because of time management. From the time we had break, no, we had morning devotion. I went to a Catholic school, we had Angelus. by 12, I think 12 to 12:15 or so, we had um we had lunch break. Like lunch break, there's time when you go to the refectory to go and eat lunch. No, you're not going to, they used to bring it to the classroom. So I think 30 minutes, they will serve us the morning and everything. I will stay down, eat in the classroom, play with the nylons, and then continue learning. We had time, we had two different break periods. Break period, I think around 11 and also probably around 3 p.m. Then the class actually ended by 5. Then after classes, I also had um lesson from I think 6 to like 7 or so. So after class by 4, I rest from 4 to 5 or 6, then 6 to 7 lessons again. You get that's because of time management. All right. So now 8 hours sleeping, I have 16 hours left. I use 2 hours for skincare and all of this, and then I have 14 hours left. Out of the 14 hours, let's say I spend 4 hours on Forex daily. 4 hours on Forex, is it much? No, it's not much. It's not much, right? It's not much. And this is like, I'm trying to arrange it for someone who is probably not actually working, you know. Okay, I'm also going to do this for someone that's actually like working. You understand? So 4 hours Forex. And yeah, 4 hours Forex. Out of, okay, sorry. Not really feeling too well. So out of the 5 hours you meant to spend on TikTok, you don't have 5 hours to spend on TikTok. All you have is 4 hours for Forex. So what's it? Hours minus 4 hours Forex. You're not really going to have time for lots of things. So you're not going to have time for like you'll not really have time for lots of things. You don't really have time for a lot of things. And that's actually a sacrifice you need to make. That's a sacrifice you need to make. You understand? If you really want to get that thing. There's some matches, for the one match I really want to watch, but I can't watch them because I have to be doing this, I have to be doing that. It's only the very, very important ones that I can actually watch. Because if I go and start saying I'll start watching all the matches of you, I think then during you, you're having like 3 matches per day. One in the afternoon by 1, one in the afternoon by 4, and one by 8. It's like imagine on a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning, I'm watching a match by 1, watching a match by 4, watching a match by 8. That's like my entire day. You understand? So you get what I'm trying to say, tell you now, right? So 4 hours on Forex, then you have 10 hours left, 10 hours left. Let's say 1 hour reading a book. You have like 9 hours left. What are the other things you want to do? All right, what are the other skill sets you want to learn? Is it only Forex? Or probably it's not only Forex. Do you have a business, a personal business? Are you doing your own personal business? What are the times you want to be managing it? What are the times you want to run your ads? What are the times you want to do this one? I don't know what you're actually doing, but let's assume so learning Forex now, you're also learning something like um digital marketing or social, let's say you're a network marketer, social media marketing. And also, so you have to like do a lot of things. You have to like watch your courses. You have to like study them. You have to do this one and everything. You get so maybe 3 hours on that one daily, right? You understand? This is a skill set. It can be anything. It can be programming. It can be drop shipping. It can be your personal business. It can even be your personal drop shipping business. You understand? The time what you spend on it. I don't mean making sales. I mean trying to actually optimize your brand, trying to learn new things, trying to like learn how to run ads so you can target new customers, all of those things, create content for TikTok, edit the content, you see it. Then you have 6 hours left. After this 6 hours, there are still a lot of things to learn. Do you want to be going to the gym? You want to like maybe achieve you want to have a certain type of body mass. I don't know. Probably you can use that on 2 hours a day. Or maybe it's not gymming, maybe it's something else you're learning. Maybe you want to learn how to play the piano. I don't know. Hours piano lesson. What else are you doing or what else you want to learn? You can always put those things. There are lots of time for it. Then at the end of everything, You have okay, let's see, let's assume the person is um trying to think of things that people actually learn. Let's say you're a student. I don't know. If you're a student, then time for lectures obviously going to be there, right? So for let's say you attend classes 2 hours a day plus, then the remaining 2 hours is your break time. So look at this. All right. So that's after sleeping, that remaining 14 hours. See how you arrange it. All right, 1 hour reading a book, 3 hours social media market, and 4 hours forex, 1 hour reading a book, 3 hours social media marketing, 2 hours piano lessons, 2 hours your class. All right. 2 hours your class actually going to school, 2 hours your break time. Or maybe it's I don't know. You just know how to just arrange that. I don't know what your schedule is like. Everybody's entirely different. You get it? But I'm just trying to just show you what this type of thing looks like. You get at the end of everything now. These are amount of time you're going to spend on all these things every month. You understand? This is the amount of time you're going to spend on everything. I think this week it's break even. Let me see. This is the amount of time you're going to spend on everything, every single month. Okay. If you multiply, if you do the maths, there are 30 days in a month. All right. On an average, every month you have 30 days. So you'd have spent on Forex, on Forex. Let me hide this. Sorry, just give me a second. Let me hide this. Break, remove that. Okay. So this is the amount of time we'd have spent on Forex. 14 hours every day. No, 4 hours every day for 30 days. So you have 4 times 30. 4 times 30, which is 120 hours. Okay. Forex, 120 hours. Do you understand? Reading books every day. On books, you would have spent 30 hours. You have read lots of books, all right? um on your social media marketing course, which you're learning, you want to master. To be very honest, I really feel like everybody should really learn how to like utilize social media. I really feel like everybody should like, get a course on that. And like, even if it's TikTok, is anything like at least start building a brand around something because it's really going to help, in every area of life. Whatever you actually want to do at some point, yeah, you still need social media marketing. Even if you want to be an influencer, if you want to be an actor or an actress, or you want to be a dancer, or you want to be a forex trader, or you want to be like, social media is always going to be helpful. It's like for everybody, every business actually is, you understand? So yeah, so 3 hours a day, that's like a digital marketing course. Digital marketing. That's going to give you uh, let's just put it like that. This will give you 13, that's 90 hours. 90 hours in a month. 90 hours in a month. What is wrong with my stuff now? Then piano plus 2 hours a day times 13 piano. This will give you 60 hours. How you spend 60 hours learning piano? You won't tell me that you know not learn, you know not to play piano after that 1 month. You will learn a whole lot. You understand? And 2 hours your class, 2 hours break time. I don't know what. I'm just showing you what it looks like. You understand? Maybe studying or whatever, you know, class. That's like um 2 times 60 also. See the amount of things, see the amount of time you spend doing. So you see, when it comes to even break self, pressing your phone and doing your TikTok and watching movies, you spend up to 60 hours. You get, you know, you get what I mean, right? So this is just a very rough sketch of what I'm talking about. So when you now start doing this now into 1 year, in Forex now you would have spent up to like, I know the beautiful thing about this now is that it is not fixed, right? It's not fixed. The amount of time you spend every month, the activities you're doing, the activities actually in your routine is not fixed. They will vary. So for example, now you've learned all you need to learn about playing a guitar. You can remove it and replace it with something else. All right. You can replace it with something else. You understand? Maybe you're done learning this digital marketing course. You're already very good. You're growing your brand very, very well. You can actually replace it with something else, a different skill. You understand? Forex is still probably taking time. You're still learning it every single day, 4 hours. You're putting one thing together. Observe, you're using 2 hours to learn, you're using 2 hours to practice, 2 hours to learn, 2 hours to practice, 2 hours on live sessions learning, and 2 hours for your personal sessions practicing. Maybe two different trading sessions. Do you understand? And that is it. You see, the same 24 hours. But see now, if you're actually working a job, right? Or if you're a student, all right, before you create your own stuff, right? You can't create your stuff probably out of your working hours, except you have some times when you're free at work where you can, or there are some things you can just sneak into the class, into the work this and they will not really know. Maybe around this time people are less busy. So probably you can just put that time for reading book. Since people are not really that busy, you can just busy that time, just carry a book and reading. That's actually going to give you like that 1 hour. It's your excuses 1 hour into your working 8 hours. If you're working 8 hours, you're putting book into reading book into that one. Yeah, so like the remaining this thing now is going to be based on your free time. All right. So let's say if you are, let me open a different tab. I'm going to different tab. All right. So let's assume you are working, right? Which is very, very awesome, right? And then you have you have 24 hours, right? Nobody has more time. Okay, so you're going to be shocked when you actually look at the routines of very successful, like, all of them. Even Elon Musk self, he has his own this thing. He doesn't want to spend so much time playing. He has everything still, I mean, despite how much he actually has. You get so 8 hours sleeping, so you have 14 hours left. Hours left. Then you out of the 14 hours, you spend 8 hours at work, but let's say 10 hours because going and coming from work. So let's say 9 hours, right? So you're left with just how did I even do that in this place? 14 hours, 14 hours minus 9 hours at work. Right? You're left with just 5 hours. So you see now your own is even smaller, all right, because you have lesser amount of time to yourself. So after that 5 hours, I need to make sure that you do something very nice. They probably after the 5 hours, you maybe have um, you maybe have maybe 1 hour for a break. Then after that 4 hours, maybe you can use 3 hours for Forex. You see it. So maybe that 1 hour time, then maybe use that for something else. If you're working, you may not really have time to learn two things at once. You understand? If you're also schooling, so it may not really be easy. You get, but if yeah, so that's why you should just focus on 3 hours of reading, maybe 1 hour for reading books or something like that. I don't know. Anyhow, if you can actually like build skills this 1 hour into this thing, the more time you can actually skills out for yourself, the better. You understand? Because when it comes to everything, our greatest assets, all right, our greatest assets as humans, uh, greatest assets assets as humans is time. You understand? Time. That's a good asset. So if you don't know how to like, organize your this thing very well, you notice that in 1 year time, you will not even learn anything you want to self, you won't learn self, no matter how easy it is. Whatever it actually is you want to learn. If you want to be a footballer, you know how to just arrange that 3 hours a day for your personal football training. If you want to be an act, you just know, just arrange it based on your decision. All right. So that is basically it. All right. If you can actually like arrange your time, you're going to have time for anything you want to do, anything at all. If you want to, maybe they're done learning the piano after 2 months, then you now want to let's say you want to learn hmm, I can't remember. My brain's actually blank right now. Let's say you want to give me suggestions now. Just give me suggestions in the chat box. What are skill sets that people actually like learning this period? All right, let me know now. Let's say you want to learn um um you want to learn what do they call this thing? Mini importation. I don't know. I've heard of it's, probably as you're learning Forex, you still need something to be on the side, and then you want to like be doing mini importations. You're done learning your piano stuff, and then you want to like learn just remove it and use it for your mini importation stuff. Or let's say it's even drop shipping itself, because drop shipping is a very nice one, right? Something that you can even start up without having any capital. You understand? Because you're not owning any physical goods, you're not buying anything, you're just connecting buyers to sellers. You understand? Let's say drop shipping. So this drop shipping is going to take a lot of things because you're going to learn how to get your goods. You're going to pay for certain groups. You're going to learn how to brand yourself. You're going to create a logo. You're going to open a business account. You're going to be running ads. You're going to learn. You understand? But you see it within like 3 months or so, you'd have grown this into something very big. Where it's not actually raking in money, good money every single month, but you're still learning your forex. So when a forex even takes you 3 months or 4 months, to master it very well and let's say get to that level where you're making good amount of money. At least this dropshipping is actually like bringing in good amount of money for you every single. But you never actually have the time for this one if you don't properly arrange your time. All right, so that's basically for the session. Thank you very much for joining. And I'm going to drop the recording of this session before 12:30. All right, and I'm also going to drop a recording of that session again I had on how to create your to-do lists, how to create your daily routine, and how to create those things. I want to drop down also before 12:30 so you can go through it and learn and actually use these things to become very, very effective and have better results in trading and in also other aspects of life. Thank you very much for doing this session and see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely and fantastic day. Bye.